Hello guys, Steven Dexter. So today we're going to go over tons of tickers that happened in the last 2 weeks, and definitely the market is back. So I want to give you guys some tips of how to really adapt into the current market, and what's the current edge that you can find to trade, I would say, profitably into this I would say really low volume market compared to 2021. So without further ado, let's get into the video. First of all, I want to go over is HKD. This one was trading really low volume. It was an IPO play. Typically, that one IPO play, when they had a massive round, let's say they go up 200%, 300% in one day, trading tons of volume, and following by the first red day. From there, stock should be dead after that first red day. But in this case, because it's trading really low volume and there is a really tight flow, the flow is definitely not 185 million. I would say it's anywhere between 1 million or even lower. So a lot of people were getting squeezed on this one. One is from 20 to 70 and one is from 70 to almost 167. Right now we're still not trading the volume yet, so there's no consolidation, no resistance. We will have to see how it really play out tomorrow if we see any type of consolidation. But from my thoughts, just looking at the data back in 2021, we need to trade anywhere between 5 million to 10 million shares into this price level. 5 million should be enough. And if we gap up tomorrow and we consolidate anywhere between 200, trade anywhere between 3 to 5 million shares, I think that could be a signal to short. As I said, HKD, this is a really low flow and really tough to short. I would not recommend shorting at the front side. Always wait until you trade sufficient enough volume after you perform first red day or a massive consolidation. So those are my thoughts on HKD. Now let's go over GOVX. This is a monkeypox play. It's also spiking up with SIGA. Both of them are doing vaccines for the monkeypox. And you can see SIGA is going parabolic right now, same as GOVX. The reason why GOVX is not going as hard as SIGA because it ran before, did an offering around 2.5, so it's hitting a hard wall resistance. But you can see it's slowly grinding through the resistance. This could turn out to be a massive multi-day breakout in the future. So currently I would much prefer long than short, and as I said in the previous video, that under $3 tickers are really tough to short. And you can see after a massive consolidation around 2.4, July 26, and we test the resistance pretty much 3-4 times and we came back within one day. So make sure that in the future, when the stock is consolidating, forming a multi-day resistance, always pay attention to the stock price, because if it's really low, that means the retail people can buy tons of shares. Let's compare it with the flow. Let's say the stock is $10 and the flow is 3 million. And GOVX stock is $2, but the flow is 12 million. So for a retail person, if you have, say, 100K, you can only buy 1,000 shares of a stock is $1, but you can buy 50,000 shares on GOVX. So that make the flow looks really slow because retails can afford more shares. So in this way, GOVX is considered to be, I would say, a micro flow if it's trading 80 million volume a day. And I would prefer going long after probably break through the $3 area, but always be careful in these type of penny stocks. Always do offering, either it's intraday or after hour. So I would be sizing small in those plays. So going into SIJ, this is the main play for monkeypox. We had a breakout around 14, now we're at 21, no resistance in the history, and we probably will see this one go massive parabolic in the future, probably next week. Going into, most of the breakout play flips 300 times from the resistance level. So this resistance is around 14. Right now it acts as a support. 14 times 3, this one will likely to go up in the 30 to 40s. And I would wait until there's a consolidation to short into. So those are all the main plays that's currently happening right now. We had PGY, and this is also an IPO with really low float. It's now 653 million float. So when you trade IPOs, always check the float first before you short into it, because all those data are not very accurate, including finviz and Yahoo Finance. And those are the factors you have to really pay attention to, because if the flow is different, that means the stock is going to play out completely different as well. So those are my thoughts on all those tickers. Definitely the market is back. So I will be looking for increasing my size. Depends on how much volume you really get, since all the tickers are pretty much going parabolic right now. As I said, this is the first time we are seeing the market starting to come back since IMDO, so that's from January. Be careful on your size, and other than that, make sure sizing is small and trade carefully. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video.